I think regarding the challenges, given all the challenges listed and mentioned in the previous, rather than providing cut-up answers and some points, I think I would do a counter-challenge. There are challenges a lot. I think if we can divide the responsibilities and the jobs, like we all, those two of us, like a lot of working will finish, but the job will not finish. But I think a paradigm shift, a mindset shift, when we are saying, what are the challenges, how do we address it, and how do we see it? This is not a new problem. I think it might have come up and down when there is a breaking news, when there is something big that happens, when there is a media outrage, that tensions arrive. But the problem is much persistent that cannot be changed overnight. But I think as long as we keep saying the Rohingya issue as the Rohingya issues, I think we will find problems, we will find solutions that will remain the same since 2012. But if we're able to, for example, from some of my colleagues, when I come here, when I talk to them, I said the first challenges that we need is to be able to cross the Naf River mentally, think that the Rohingya issue is a Myanmar issue is a Rohingya issue, and they are both intertwined. If we keep addressing the issue since 2012, I think our activist brothers and sisters have done a lot of good jobs shouting on the bottom of their lung since 2012, way before 2012, some of them. But yet our situations get worse and worse, day by day. And I think maybe we should start seeing that there are times where almost all the single media, that if you do a Google analysis, come back with the word Rohingya and come back with some sort of situations update. But yet, the next day, our situations, things on the ground get much worse. Maybe it is time to change the way we think, that if we keep shouting, if we keep working, if we keep bearing a lot of hard labor, sleepless night, while focusing toward the international communities, I think we forgot to look back inside the countries and we forgot to look back home while looking outside. And I think when we see the challenges, I think we should see from certain new lens and try to see maybe a new way of changing so that things on the ground could improve rather than going degrading on a day-by-day matter. And maybe I add one point to that. If any of you look back into Myanmar history, historically none of the Myanmar political problems are ever solved from outside. They're always solved from inside. Yes, outside support is needed, it is helpful, it is appreciated, and sometimes it is necessary. But I think Myanmar political problems are always solved, most of the time, from within the country. And maybe I think we should time to see, when we see our challenges, maybe a perspective shift, maybe a new way of thinking, maybe a new way of addressing as well, so that while our voice gets louder, our situation gets worse, the pattern could stop there. Thank you.